On this episode of Roadkill, we're sucking smoke down under.
We really had no plan here other than to get on a plane in Los Angeles and fly halfway around the world to Brisbane, Australia. We had to get off the plane and meet this guy named Gup. And all we really know about him is that he runs the Power Cruise here in Australia, which is a series of these wild events with burnouts and superchargers and tire smoke and just the whole program. We had an 8-hour layover in Brisbane, and then we've got to get back on a plane and go all the way to the West Coast to Perth. So while we're here, Gup is going to show us around and just give us a little bit of the flavor of what the Power Cruise is all about.
Does the toilet really flush the other direction?
It does. I've actually got video of it because I'm a plumber originally.
That's really the only reason I came here, was just to check the toilet out, and then I'm out of here.
Yeah, but which way does it go over there? Did you look?
I don't know, but I've heard it's wrong. Here. I'm gonna flush it, get on the plane, I'm out. I just want to kick a kangaroo, watch the toilet, drink some beer, out of here.
Careful when you kick the kangaroo though.
They hurt.
No, they'll kick you back.
This is like America, but inside out. After 18 hours on the plane, Finnegan is just useless. He pretty much turns into a pumpkin at midnight. So he's a vegetable, but we thought it would be a good idea to go drinking. Last time I was in Australia, I complained that there just wasn't good beer. So Gup was out to prove me wrong, and also I got to cook a fish on a rock.
1:45 and Mike's hit the wall already. It's only midday.
I'm good. Let's race.
You keep telling yourself that.
It says drink driving. It's a crime. It's drunk guy made that sticker. I got this. Don't worry about it. Couldn't leave, I had to meet a greet the girl in my jeans with a kiss on the hand.
Oh, you're
on the bank for 2 minutes.
Oh, okay.
Wow, our host is filling a cheap suitcase full of money at a bank. We're going to jail.
We're still catatonic off the airplane for 13 hours, but we're about to see our first motorsports action in Australia.
We're at Queensland Raceways.
In Brisbane, and there's like 5 or 6 different hot rods here. They're like mid-70s Monaros with twin turbo LS motors in them, and it's weird. These guys like having the 1200 horsepower, but they don't really care about going fast. They care about tire smoke.
They're gonna cruise around the road course. When they hit the last turn, they'll be side by side, racing while doing a burnout.
Right.
No lawyers, no insurance companies.
No roll cage, no helmet, no shoes.
Yeah.
Yeah, these are our people.
I'm not worried about it. This should be awesome.
There was this one car that we heard was going to be the quickest car there, and we showed up and saw it, and it's tan, and it looks like a Camry to me, although I guess it was a GM product. And it's got this turbo LS on it, and it gets out on the track and just freight trains this twin turbo Lamborghini, giving credence once again to my statement, not $400,000 worth of fast.
I just figured out why Australia's awesome. I don't think they have insurance or lawyers here.
They have 1200 horsepower cars with 4 people in them with no helmets, with the express intent of doing burnout side by side for a quarter mile. There's no fail in this program. Then Gup brought out the big guns, which is his 74 HQ, which is legendary in Australia. It's this bright green thing. He gives rides to everybody at his Power Cruise events. It has a 540 in it with a 106 millimeter turbo called Elvis. And this thing makes 1200 horsepower to the wheels, and it's not really about going fast. It is about blazing tires. We've been awake 40 hours now, and we have to go back to the airport and catch another flight for 4 or 5 hours all the way to the other side of the country. So do the math, and that means we've spent 2 nights on a plane, no hotel room, no shower. Yeah, Australia style. Yeah, Yesterday was a 36-hour travel day where we flew from LA and then stopped in Brisbane and
Ate a koala.
ate a koala, drove around and raced at Queensland Raceways. And this morning we're in Perth? No, we're in, what's the trash can say? Joondalup. This is the land of cities with too many vowels. And we're about to head off to Gup's event called the Power Cruise, which apparently is just the burnout fest like we've never ever seen before. And we're gonna drive that.
It looks sort of European. Kind of looks like an Audi, but it's a 2006 Holden HQS.
It's an HSV.
HSV.
Yeah, we basically have no idea what it is.
It's a red car with black wheels and 1,200 horsepower.
Yeah.
Don't know what it's called, but I know it does this really good.
Yeah. Finally, the real reason that we came. Gup has got this car that is a Holden HSV Club Sport R8, which is a fancy way of saying Pontiac G8 in American. But the thing is, it is loaded with this Sonny Leonard 727 cubic inch Hemi. It's an all aluminum motor, makes 1,275 horsepower on 91 octane gas. Check out this throttle body, 3,600 CFM. The engine at Sonny Leonard with all these options is like 65 grand. The car, before you even start hacking it up, is 70 grand. And I can't imagine that the guys at High Torque Performance who assembled the whole thing didn't ring up like another 100K on this deal. I can't believe he's actually giving us the keys to this thing.
Oh, this is weird.
Wrong side,
This is
you're
weird.
taking the bullet.
This is weird. I'm buckling up for sure. This isn't safe at all.
When was the last time you drove on the wrong side of the road?
Never in my entire life.
Never been to England, never been to
And not
Australia.
with 1,200 horsepower either.
the button.
Come on, baby. It says check engine oil. I'm just going to ignore that though. I'm sure they've checked it before they gave us the car.
Treat it like a rental, it's not yours. Let's go.
Driving in Australia.
Don't high center it on the driveway.
Oh, wow.
Ah, traffic.
Oh my God. Get out of the way, we're American. Oh wow, traffic circle. Okay.
Run for your lives.
I hope there's no pedestrians here. They're screwed if there are.
Boss. Oh, dude.
Oh wow. Oh wow.
Wait.
We're playing chicken.
That was bad.
Hey, you know what? This car has 1,200 horsepower and air conditioning. Let's make it work.
Oh, wow.
You do it. I'm going to concentrate on the left
Yeah,
side
I'd
of the road.
suggest you do that.
Haven't seen any kangaroos yet, or koalas. Maybe that's a myth. Maybe they're not really around.
They don't really exist.
Yeah. Like that's a myth to lure tourists here. And then you get here and you realize there's nothing to see.
It worked for us.
Yeah. Suckers. How do we get off this circle?
This is a roundabout.
Yeah, how do we get off this roundabout?
Unfortunately, we're going to have to change lanes, I think. You just missed it. That was it over there.
We're gonna, dude, this is gonna be our third trip around this thing.
Don't worry, people aren't staring.
No. Well, you can't get over. All right, dude, I don't care. I'm cutting people off. I'm getting out of the circle right now.
I don't know which way we're going, do you?
I'm going this way. Oh, I'm turning the wipers on too.
Well, we just took a cruise up by the ocean by 2 rocks. Is that what that was?
I was avoiding not hitting 2 cars, dude.
Neat lagoon, really, really green, pretty water out there. So we made that cruise. I really have no idea what city we're in. Just having a little bit of a charging issue. You really got to keep the RPM up to keep the batteries charged. And back there at the light, we came to a stop and the voltage came down and it died. So we're thinking we're going to cool it off a little bit here and maybe have a bite to eat and hit the road again.
It's 154 liters a gallon.
I don't know what the 154 is, but it's liters.
Where do you put the card in?
You don't.
Nobody steals gas in Australia.
Apparently.
Very trusting here.
And that premium's 98.
Wow. We've gone like, what, 80 miles and we're out of gas?
Yeah, pretty much. And it has a huge tank. What did we put in the other day? 30?
30 gallons.
Yeah, 30 gallons, and we've gone probably 80 miles, something like that. But one of the things I figured out is that this being 727 cubic inches, basically each 4-cylinder bank on this motor is the size of a 350 small block Chevy. So it's like having 2 350s. So if those 350s get 12 miles per gallon, this gets 6. it all adds up, right?
Adds up to an expensive ride. That's what that adds up to. I wasn't standing there very long. How did I pump 57 liters in it already? How many gallons is that? How many gallons are a liter?
I'm American, I know nothing.
Okay, so we've been driving a couple hours now.
Dirt?
And we've now approached a dirt road in the middle. We're lost, dude.
You think Gup minds if we drive his car on dirt?
He might mind a little. You know what I mind though is...
No kangaroos?
No koalas, no kangaroos. I'm starting to think it really is a conspiracy to get tourists here.
Okay, well, but the good news about all of that is that we are in the middle of nowhere with a nice little paved road.
Burnouts?
You thinking what I'm thinking?
I like burnouts. It does good burnouts.
I approve.
Your favorite gauge is not happy right now. See that?
Yep. The engine's hotter than a transmission. I think
That's a bad sign. This is a brand new car. How could it be overheating?
It has 727 reasons to overheat.
Yeah, but...
I know how to fix it, though.
Ooh. Why not? Just because we're in Australia doesn't mean the rules don't apply.
Wow, there's some unusual bugs on the hood, too. Let's go for the shade over there. Let's go make some laps and cool it down.
I think burnouts would cool it down.
They're leaving nothing on the table with the flies here. That was a good one.
That was a good one. I feel much better about not seeing koala bears now.
Check this guy out. I think this guy spun out and landed there and walked away from his car.
Dude, it does look like he's... Oh, yeah,
Oh, look, he broke the wheel off.
The wheel is busted off.
That's awesome.
He broke,
broke the front wheel.
He broke the center out of the wheel.
That is cool.
Whoa. We just saw our first roadkill. It's like a purplish looking Ford Festiva or something. I don't know. Looks like he spun out and hit a curb and actually broke the centers out of his wheels. And the car's abandoned over here. I think it's been sitting here for a long time because you can see weeds growing up around it. So we're gonna go get a better look. What do I stink or something? Look at this car. This is the image that Gup has in his brain right now.
Of what we're doing to his car.
Of what we're doing to his car.
Completely.
I'm taking a spoke with me. I got a souvenir.
Wow, this thing's hashed. Do you think it was parking brake turn or what? You can see the skids where they came right around here. I wonder if they thought that they were gonna be slick and like drifted around and keep going, and they failed. Pop the hood, let's see if it has a battery. Nope.
Hey, it's kind of like a motor.
Only smaller. This is like 1 cylinder's worth of Gup's motor.
All right, I'm done with the flies. Let's get back in the car.
Yuck! Well, now we can say that we've done hellacious burnouts on 2 continents. It's been a pretty good day, but it's time to wrap it up, try and sleep for the first time on this trip, and hit power cruise in the morning. So we're here at some track I can't even pronounce, looking at cars I don't even recognize, but I know a good turbo, blower, and nitrous when I see it, and every car here has one. What Gup has put together is kind of like the ultimate cruise night with no cops. Unfortunately, guys in other countries flat out have more balls at car shows than Americans do. And I know that's an outrageous statement. A lot of people are going to be really upset with that. But these guys are all about the throttle. They're not showing up with their baby dolls that they're leaning up against the car. They're not riding their lawn chair all day. It is about showing up and smoking tires. They bring stacks of tires with them to burn them to the rim. Seriously, why don't we do this?
This is the last day of Power Cruise, and this is the Power Skidding Finals. And I guess the goal here is to turn your tires to barbecue sauce, keep the car going as straight as you can, don't use the brakes, don't lift, just make as much smoke as you possibly can. Oh my God, orange smoke. No way. make orange smoke.
Finnegan has been doing most of the driving around with the 727 cubic inches, and I wanted to one-up him, and so Gup hooked me up with Frank Gaffiero, who has this truck that has 1,500 cubic inches and 2,200 horsepower and weighs 8 tons. Watch this. It was really weird to be out there in this giant truck, like towering above these little cars all circling around us. The thing that makes this thing crazy is it only runs about mid-12s in the quarter mile, about 110 miles an hour, but it just lights up the tires so easily. Fun part of it was taking the giant semi-truck and doing that big donut at the end, making smoke everywhere. Well, dude, you failed us on the kangaroos, but left nothing on the table when it comes to burnout action. This thing has been a lot of fun.
Did you have a good time with it yesterday? You took it out the highway for a drive?
Yeah, we putted it around a little bit. It was good. We learned to drive, you know.
Did you behave yourself?
Oh, completely babied it.
Since you didn't do anything yesterday, I guess the only thing to do now is rock, paper, scissors. Who's going to take it in the drags today?
You gonna let us race the thing?
I'll let you race it.
Ready? Rock, paper, scissors. Smash! Again! I always win this.
I quit.
Get out of the way. I'm racing.
No, you're not. You're in the wrong side of the car, dude.
Okay. Let's just go ahead and say that I intentionally gave up the seat in the drag race because there is no chance he's making it through this drag race. He's gonna blow the tires off the thing, possibly put it into the wall, and I don't want to be that guy. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Mike Finnegan.
About to go street racing on a drag strip in a car that I've never hole-shotted before, on drag radials that I'm not allowed to do a burnout on to warm up. This is gonna be awesome. I roll up to the starting line for race number 1, and I think they cherry-picked somebody for me because I was at the back of the line and they sent me around to the front of the line and lined me up with some dude, I don't know who he was, and I just kind of gingerly rolled it off the line, made sure the tires were hooked, and then gave it maybe a quarter of a throttle and drove by this guy for an easy win. That was a little too easy. Okay, so my next race is a white 4-door Holden Commodore. Looks like something my grandma would take to church, but since everything here is supercharged or running N2O, that's nitrous for you kids at home. You never know, this guy could be something stout. What do you got in there?
Not much, not as much as you got in there.
Ah, it's all chrome, don't worry, it doesn't run for shit. That wasn't exactly fair for the other guy. I left him like he was chained to the pole behind him.
He's not doing bad, but I can't deny that it looks like they are putting up ringers in this race. And by ringer, I mean the slowest guy they can find to line up with them.
So I come back around and I'm feeling, you know, pretty cocksure about myself. That's a good looking car right there. It'd be a damn shame when I send him packing. This one's for America. Ah, shit, man. In the third race, I don't know what happened, but I just floored it off the line. The car unhooked. When I realized it's not accelerating, I shift into high gear and give it even more gas because I'm an idiot.
All of a sudden, there's a moment where the thing kicks really sideways, and he's got to choose between the wall, Australia, jail, and a car owner who's way bigger than him, or he gets to just look like a chump. And he chose chump, which actually is what I would have done as well.
And as the much slower and crappier car pulls away from the most expensive Holden ever built, all I want to do is choke the hell out of a koala, because I just lost a race I should have won. Sorry, America. We just got our asses kicked.
I said to him, You should use first gear, might give you a bit more of a drive, you know. Try using first gear as well. Use first gear, you used too much pedal, smoked the tyres, and then he stayed on it while he went to second gear. It looked good, but he lost.
This is gonna sound like an excuse, but the Holden is utterly useless in a drag race. It's too much torque, too little tire, too little talent on the part of the driver. Now that I've lost and I can't race anymore, they can't exactly kick me out for smoking the tires now, can they?
Look, now he's smoking it out up there.
It makes good smoke. I think the tires are defective. Should I do a burnout right next to him with his own car? That was great. What did we learn?
We learned that you struggled awfully hard to cheat me out of the driver's seat so that you could embarrass yourself.
I'm not embarrassed. You see the smoke I made?
I did.
Here, there, and up there?
What I actually saw was the moment that you made the choice not to crash Gup's car. You wanted to win really badly, but you just couldn't pile it into the chingadera there.
Well, he's bigger than me. And I'm pretty
quite
sure,
a bit larger than
I'm
you.
almost positive he owns most of Australia. So, yeah, I wasn't getting out of here alive if I wrecked his car.
So we like the car, we blame him for the lack of kangaroo, we're done.
Yeah, Jesus, where's the koalas in this place?
No koalas, no duckbill platypus, no dingoes, just tire smoke. What is the story? Did they brought rabbits here and the rabbits ate all the kangaroo and the kangaroo ate all the capybara or something like that? I forget exactly how it goes.
You notice there was no Foster's anywhere we went?
No, they don't drink that stuff.
No Foster's, no Paul Hogan.
Not one person has said crikey to me. Can you guys work on that? Actually, you know what the secret is? We didn't even film this episode in Australia. This is actually like Northern California.
We're in Palm Springs.
We just drove
right
on
now.
the wrong side of the street the whole time.
Feels like we're in Palm Springs.
Our budget's that low.
This is long. You want us to do it all over? Why don't we end it with next time on Roadkill, we jump a cat with a bus. Next time on Roadkill, we jump a cat with a bus.
And the bus only gets this much air.
Poor kitty. See, now it's his fault.
Oh, that was a fly on the tooth! Right on the tooth! Chew that up and call it protein.
Your country's kind of buggy. The racetracks in Australia are very scenic. Still no freaking kangaroos.
Dude, this is YouTube. You're supposed to shut the video off the second the credits roll. But if you didn't, here's your bonus. 4 minutes of insane burnout action.